and burdened with glorious purpose.
You found out you were married, and you haven't even looked, have you?
You want to be king?
I don't want to be. I was born to be. That is what we know. War, and it's on its way, and that's who you showed us in there. He who remains. This is his kingdom.
That's the gambit. Take over, or
Yes, the gambit.
We start another multiversal.
Active suit. Mobius, you're in luck. It looks like Mobius, but it's actually Victor Timely. Victor, me, in this suit. When those doors open, get down the gangway as fast as you can. It's going to take some doing. It's not going to be easy. A lot of temporal radiation. Everybody following?
Yes.
Good. Victor, load the multiplier into the launcher, spin it, hit the green button, which will launch it where it will dock with the loom, and scale its capacity to manage the backlog of branches.
The multiplier isn't ready yet.
It is.
It is.
Has.
Was it? With
This. This will widen the temporal input and invert the temporal decay. This device, plus the throughput multiplier, will make the rings
Loki.
bigger.
Give that back to the professor.
Thank you so much.
Let's just
Trust me.
But it's going to take some time to adapt my throughput
How long?
multiplier.
How long?
Depends. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
What is that?
Obi, how long will it take me to know everything that you know about mechanics, physics, and engineering?
Oh my goodness. This is like Groundhog Day.
Let's assume I don't know much, but I'm a fast learner, and I'm a god.
Well, let's start at the beginning
Let's
then.
start at the
We don't
beginning.
have time for this. Look, it's better if we walk along.
Obi, I understand. But if I had to know, I mean, I really, really, really had to know, how long would it take?
Decades.
Centuries.
Centuries later.
He did that?
Loki, I'm not questioning your surprisingly advanced engineering skills, but maybe Loki should test that thing first.
Testing protocol.
I'm a little sticky.
And what did he say? Hold your faceplate?
Now come back. Quick. Get back. Get back. Yes, come back. It's not possible. It's not possible. We increased the throughput. The multiplier was perfect.
It did increase the throughput, but there's just too many branches.
We have to get out of here.
Wait! The branches of time are duplicating
Okay.
and expanding at an infinite rate.
I don't understand.
Oh my god, use your words, bro.
It's a scaling problem.
But that's what we were adjusting for.
My room will never be able to accommodate for an infinitely growing multiverse.
Oh, infinite growing multiverse. You
Yeah,
can't scale
but
for infinite.
Infinite. It's like trying to divide by 0. But it can't be done.
So no matter how much
How big we make
we
it,
increase the throughput,
it doesn't matter.
it will never be enough.
Never enough.
Never enough. No.
The loom will always fail. And the new timelines will always.
It's almost as if, as soon as the timeline started branching, this was doomed to happen.
No.
What he said.
As soon as it started branching, it's done.
So he said to go back?
You gotta go back to Thanos.
No, gotta go back to when they killed
Oh, yeah.
Kane.
Well, I thought Thanos did the snap and they made the fucking.
No, that had nothing to do with
When they
this.
were damn snapping multiple times.
No, he was just.
This is the first time we've had this conversation.
my favorite. You know that. When there's two of you here, you were my favorite.
Took both of y'all here? You my guy.
So, since you figured it all out, tell me, how is Victor Tingley?
Of course you know about him.
Wait, don't tell me. You're having some problems with the temporal loom.
Scaling problem.
Scaling problem. That's what he told you. Victor told you it was a scaling problem. Wow.
Wow.
No. No, there's no problem.
It destroyed the TVA.
The temporal loom is a failsafe. When the loom is overloaded with branches, it deletes the ones that aren't supposed to be there. Everything except the sacred timeline.
This one.
My.
This one.
And the TVA, well, that's just collateral damage. No big, easy to rebuild.
What a waste of time.
And as you may or may not know, my variants are already out there.
We'll find them.
There's too many.
I won't stop.
Doesn't matter.
Never stopped me before.
I know, champ.
Doesn't matter.
But the outcome to this equation remains the same. You lose.
I know.
But how many times have we had this conversation? I don't know. Just
Shake it off.
I'll change the equation. I'll break your loom.
But the loom prevents a brutal war where nothing survives, Loki. Not even the sacred timeline. Okay, let's try it this way. Every moment of peace you've ever experienced was yours because I was here, alone, at the end of time, keeping watch.
I understand.
And you want to break the loom. What do you think would happen to your friends? I made the tough choices. That's why I get the big check. I keep us safe. Can't you see what I'm offering here is mercy?
For me? Or for you? No. I'll find another way.
Very well then.
Okay.
And around, and around, and around we go. Let's see it. Make the hard choice. Break the loom and you cause a war that kills us all. Game over. Or kill her. And we protect what we can.
What are you gonna do?
Finish what I started.
Oh my
Which
God.
is
he going all the way
claim my
back here?
throne. You want to be king.
I don't want to be. I was born to be.
No, but king of what exactly? Okay, so let's get into it. The man who would be king.
Don't let me stop.
Stop, we just started. We gotta keep going.
I know what this is.
What is it?
You want to know what makes Loki tick?
Yes.
You You want to know why I do what I do, why I have so much range.
Yeah.
You're going to make notes and then you're going to click that button on that machine and then you're going to play out scenes from my whole life, how it's all meant to be. Past, present, future, burdened with glorious purpose. My life was a waste of time.
Okay, it looks like someone got a hold of the set list. How are you doing this?
Mobius, I need your help.
I'm listening.
How do you choose who lives and who dies?
We prune around here, and we don't choose the timekeepers.
The timekeepers
They're the ones that
yes,
have that
dictate the proper
responsibility.
flow of time, yeah, and they're busy untangling the epilogue from its infinite
Exactly.
branches. I know the dogma, but really you're the one doing it.
Because it was the proper flow of time.
What comfort is that?
Comfort? There's no comfort. You're not going to find comfort at the TVA. You want to hear a good story? Listen to this one. A couple of hunters went out on a mission somewhere near the Black Sea to find a variant who's going to be responsible for 5,000 deaths. 5,000 deaths that were not in the proper flow of time. They get there and there's a little hiccup. The variant is an 8-year-old boy.
Oh, jeez.
He was just minding his own business.
Man, his own business.
Swimming with his brother, jumping off the dock. One of the hunters, who had never had trouble pruning before, he had never hesitated, but that day, he did. He paused. Timelines started to branch, more variants appeared. Happened so fast his partner had to step in and prune the kid. But by then, cat was out of the bag. A couple hunters died. All because that one hunter, he lost sight of the big picture. You gotta keep the big picture in mind.
So kill the kid.
Most purpose is more burden than glory. And trust me, you never want to be the guy who avoids it because you can't live with the burden.
How do you live with it?
Scar tissue.
What happened to your partner? The hunter who pruned the boy when you couldn't?
Well, things worked out fine for her. She actually became a judge. You know, she's the reason you're here instead of dust in a TVA vent.
That's that.
Oh,
She
she
knew
couldn't.
the hard thing to do.
She killed the kid.
Was the thing that had to be
He
done.
couldn't kill the kid.
And by hard, I mean impossible. No, there's no comfort. You just choose your burden.
Thank you, Mobius.
Oh, I think I know what he's gonna do. Do you want me to tell you what he's gonna do?
I know what he's gonna do.
What?
I know what he must do.
What? How do you even think that you know now?
I know what he must do.
Well, they tell me. What do you think it is? That's not my idea. But I'm not gonna tell you my idea because I don't want to spoil it. If you think I'm spoiling it, if I'm right, I could be wrong though. I feel like I think I'm gonna be right though.
Well, man is a little too simple.
I'm like almost 98% sure I'm right. Just
Yeah,
based-
but if your idea is right, that does what though? That don't stop everything.
Nope,
It just slows it down a little bit.
it doesn't slow it down.
Rah, 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 rah. That's the perfect fucking motif.
Baby, doesn't this excited about Marvel again.
Mm-hmm.
Like they still got it in them.
Yeah, they got it in them. As soon as they fucking get the okay to get back to normal. Cause the last boss was just like, nigga, just give me more content as fast as you
Who
can.
cares what it is?
Yeah.
Quantity over quality.
And now we got the captain back in the ship. We're here to take care of business. Boom. You know her.
How can I tell you if I know so you believe me?
I know, that's the thing.
Should I text it and you just don't read your text?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There you go. That way it's already sitting there.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love my text right now. It's so good. I really feel strongly this is what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I had to write a lot. Okay. I'm sending it to you. Don't read it.
That's it though?
That's it.
Alright.
Okay, let's go.
Is this it? There's nowhere left to go.
What can I tell you?
That's some Stephen Strange shit right there.
We're outside time.
How?
I finally learned to control the time slipping. I went back. I thought I could fix the loom. It's a failsafe. It was designed to protect the sacred timeline and nothing else.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
I'm out of options, Sylvie. I've tried everything. The only way that anything
As if I
survives.
never kill he who remains in the...
What the fuck?
He's gonna stop time.
I know what I want. I know what kind of god I need to be. For you. For all of us.
I'll say your power should work here, bro. But it reset it, right?
Were you scared?
Oh yeah.
I got it, right?
Babe, you literally wrote it.
I wrote it.
You wrote
I
it.
told you I had. That's really fucking good.
After being one of Marvel's most infamous villains. But he has to be alone. Yeah. Wow. Very good, babe.
Thanks, Amy.
Very good. Alright, that was the epic conclusion of Loki Season 2. And what a season it was, man. From start to finish. They did not slow it down. They did not take their time. It wasn't no pacing issues up in here. Matter of fact, it was too short for the kid right here. But it was just excellently good. I mean, and then the icing on cake, I couldn't figure it out for the whole shit. But babe figured the whole thing out and was so confident, I'm going to text it to you before the show is over with. That way, you can't say that I said the shit after it was happening, and that's what it was. Beautifully done, babe. You called it 1,000%. And why would I think you would get rid of Loki and put him at the end of time to sit with all the branches of the universe. I mean, I would never have thought that right there. But does that mean he can never leave the post? Can he never leave from there? It's Marvel, so if we need him to come back, he can. He will. He should be. What does this mean for Kang? If there is such a thing, right? We see that the flashback, he did not get the book. So at least that variant of Kang will not grow up to be as smart as he would have been, with the book. And so I like the allude to Ant-Man on 616. They took care of that one. I think they just threw that one in there. I mean, they really wrapped this up if they needed to.
I mean, it feels like you don't even, like they didn't make Kane a big thing at the end of this.
They really wrapped it up if they needed to. And look, they wiped their hands with it. Boom. I thought it was excellent, though, that we had more Kane from season 1 up in this one, though, that they flipped it and was talking. I thought that was hardcore gangster right there. I was like, ooh, I didn't think we were going to get no more of this back and forth right here. But, man, the potential of what it could have been, the man is so, like, he would have been super hard to defeat, right? So there would have been a super smart thing that would have had to happen later on down the line to defeat him and all of them later on anyway, just for the fact that he's already a time god, right? He can already deal with that. But if he's gone, he's off the table. Hey, look, I'm happy to see what we got thus far right here. And thoroughly enjoyed them flushing him out right here and showing the potential of what somebody like a Kane could be in the MCU for sure. But man, did they knock it out the park in season 2 for Loki? I mean, putting the MCU back on top for me right there. I know we had some floods and some duds from the other shows, and just so-sos or whatnot, but this is steering the ship back at where we got to get to, baby. I mean, this is putting me back in wrestling. Right? This is putting me back in prime wrestling of like, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's get it. I want to see the next one, and the next one, all the way to the main event. And that's what I think this Loki stepped up and did. They didn't give us no post-credit scenes. We didn't really have nothing to lead into something else, which is cool. We didn't need that. We finished this storyline, what we need to finish, and it's done. We know the TVA exists. Period. That's all you need to know. And our gang is still around too. So I'll be hopefully they do something with that and all the characters we established right here, and I know they will. But I had a great time with this one. Could not call it whatsoever because I was so enthralled with it, first of all. And second of all, I just really couldn't call it at all. But babe, did you call it? And go ahead and say your piece because I'm done. Love this season. Top notch. 10 out of 10 for me.
So I sent a text to one of my friends who's also totally into Marvel after the 3rd episode, after the 4th episode, just being like, I fell in love with Marvel again, which I said in my reaction to that video too, or my review of that episode too. But this is the caliber of writing that like made me fall in love with Marvel, that made me invest the 10 years, that I couldn't resist investing the 10 years to get to where we were, to get to Endgame. This reminded me of all of that. But what I have to say more than anything else is the transformation and the character development that is Loki is one of the best written character development storylines of all time for me. Like, all time.
Story arc.
Like, and I just recently rewatched some of the earlier Marvel movies too, and you tend to forget how villainous and how piece of shit and how just a bad guy Loki was. Like, because as the years pass on and as again his characters developing, you do kind of forget. So seeing that recently too, and just seeing the pinnacle of Loki getting to this point is so moving and inspiring, and like trying not to cry, but it's gonna take me there, was incredible. About this episode specifically, don't show me a Happy Death Day or Groundhog Day episode. Don't even do it, Marvel. Like, doing this was the best written thing I could have ever asked for, that I wasn't even looking for. It was the greatest idea of all time.
It just works.
He invested centuries, that we know of. It might even be more at this point because of how many times he redid the moment with Sylvie. But centuries of his life trying to find a solution without no one even knows about it. Nobody knows about it. Nobody knows about it. Nobody knows. Because he did that. He didn't say, he's like, I don't have time to explain this to you. But he did that sacrifice. He's the ultimate hero to transform Loki, who's one of the most infamous villains of the MCU, to one of the most heroic. I just can't even. I'm so in love with this storyline. I can't even tell you. So I thought it'd be fun though to read the text I sent Babe halfway through because things were coming together for me. So I thought it'd be just fun just to read the text I wrote him. I didn't get it all right, but I think it's pretty good. So halfway through it, RJ was telling me his ideas, like we did a bathroom break. He gave me his, which I wish we would have recorded that now. But and I was like, well, and he didn't want me to tell him because he's like, I don't want you to spoil it if it is in fact right. So then I was like, well, then I'll text it to you. He's like, yeah, that's a great idea, so that I can read it and it doesn't spoil anything if you are in fact right. So this is all I wrote. I said, Loki takes the place of Kane as the king that oversees the TVA and the timeline. He finally gets to be king, but one that's saving all of humanity at the cost of being alone. The ultimate hero for one of Marvel's most infamous villains.
Bars.
Which I think is just like, that sums it up for me.
Great job.
Yeah,
Great job.
especially seeing the flashbacks with him and Mobius about like where he started from, and you see again the sacrifice he made trying to find a solution for all of his friends because he ultimately he wanted to save all of these people that he loved and find purpose in it. It's just incredible writing. I can't say enough things. I'm fucking blown away, and I cannot. It makes me excited that Marvel still has this in their like pocket. Like they can deliver on this, and I hope that means there's greater things to come down the line. So loved everything about this series. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. I know we just reacted to these back to back to get them up and posted. But yeah, hope you guys got as much out of it as we did because I loved every minute of it.
All right, well look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Loki Season 2. Episode number 6, the season finale, epic season finale. And until next time,